How's it going, everyone? Another crazy, going back to Russia, another crazy situation. Wall Street Journal predicted Russia's economy would collapse after it invaded Ukraine. Well, guess what? It didn't collapse. Not only that, they pivoted. They pivoted their sales to Asia. They're cutting off Germany and other parts of Europe unless they agree to their terms. Not only that, the ruble has gone higher now in forex exchanges. Yeah, I mean, this is BS. And they're also teaming up with other partners. Anyway, so let's take a look at this Business Insider article. Top investment banks predicted Russia would suffer severe economic damage after the invasion. All of it proved false. All of it BS. Russia's economy has held up better than expected. Yeah. We're going to look at a couple of charts here. Economic growth holds up. That's the most important part. Look at this. In March, top investment bank JP Morgan said Russia's GDP would fall 35% in the second quarter. Nope. Goldman Sachs predicted its economy would suffer its worst contraction since the Soviet Union imploded. Nope. Russia's GDP slipped only 4% year to year in 3 months. In fact, economic growth shrank at a faster rate after the coronavirus, rather than the invasion. Now look at this chart here. Boom, 2021. Look at that, 10.5%, 4% Q3, 5% Q4, Q1, 3.5, -4 in Q2. Now that is a great chart. This is the GDP year to year. Another one. Oil exports have been boosted by the Asia pivot. All right, people are buying their products. Maybe not the West. Maybe the West doesn't want them, but other people want them, and they're getting good prices for them. The economy in Russia is heavily reliant on energy exports, and that's why the West was really aiming for that. So let's see here. Oil and gas revenues making up 45% of the federal budget last year. That's a lot. That's according to the International Energy Agency. The U.S. put an embargo on the energy imports in March, and the EU agreed a phased ban. Which, yeah, not doing well. Anyway, but get this. Illustrating this point, there are no reports of increased Chinese purchases of Russian crude so far, but China, similarly, not scaling up imports of anything else. But Russia is still exporting 7.4 million barrels of oil each day. India has stepped up purchase of Russian oil. So here we can see in the chart this semi-dark purple, maybe a lighter purple. So from this year alone, in February, I believe, that's when they invaded Ukraine. Look at this. Russia's manufacturing and service sectors have rebounded. February 24th, Russian invasion of Ukraine. Boom, straight down. Straight down. Peak bottom. Okay, rock bottom. April 22. And now it has shot up. Look at that slope. So it'll probably normalize, but it could go even higher. Now, what's crazy about this kind of economic warfare that's playing out with Russia and the West is that now we know that China is playing with Russia. We know that India, the BRICS countries, are all kind of getting together and potentially making an alternative payment system so they can do trade and businesses, etc. Now, here's a report that the current Biden administration is alarmed because India is joining Russian war games. And supposedly, at the same time, they're participating in U.S. exercises. I mean, who are these people? Who are they rooting for? I don't know. Russia's massive war games. So apparently, it told reporters on Tuesday, 50,000 troops will participate in the Vostok military games in far eastern Russia. Pretty wild. It says here the U.S., the spokesman, U.S. has concerns about any country exercising with Russia while Russia wages an unprovoked, brutal war against Ukraine. But of course, every participating country will make its own decisions. This is the press secretary, Karine Jean-Pierre. That's crazy. So New Delhi is participating in war games, while at the same time, it's got a foot in Russian BRICS economy and then a foot with the U.S. economy. Jesus. According to the Defense Ministry, 50,000 troops and 5,000 weapons, including 140 aircraft, 60 warships, will partake in the drills. And people are coming from China, Laos, Mongolia, Nicaragua, Syria, Tajikistan. This is a lot of countries, Woo. Anyway, now the reason why this is alarming is because India, they participated in the Pitch Black 2022 War Games hosted in Australia, which included 17 countries, and basically they're kind of the anti-China quadrilateral security dialogue, to be kind of safeguarding in the South China Sea. So the U.S. was obviously involved in that. It's pretty interesting. The Vostok 2022 Strategic Command Post exercise will be conducted in Eastern Military District in 2 phases over 7 days. Pretty wild. Kremlin has weathered its isolation from the U.S. and many of its Western allies. Okay? It's weathered all of this stuff by getting more involved with Beijing, New Delhi, Ankara. Turkey has doubled the Russian oil imports. To bypass American sanctions, the Russian diamond traders have recently adopted the Indian rupee. This, again, it's creating that de-dollarization, the two-tier system, and this doesn't help the dollar, this doesn't help inflation, this doesn't help any of us. Anyway, let's hope that people get their stuff together and maybe make peace or something, because we don't want the dollar going any lower. That's really the thing. We don't want the Zimbabwean $50 billion note, That would be a problem. Anyway, let's hope for some peace here. All right, smash the like, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Can anybody out there hear me? Hear me? Can anybody out there hear me? Hear me? Can anybody out there hear me? Hear me? Can anybody out there